Hello students, welcome to my class. In this video we are going to be discussing about displacement equation of SHM. That related problems we are going to be discussing. Let us see the first question. The first question says particle executing SHM along y-axis and its motion described by y equals to 2 plus 10 sin pi by 10 sin 5 pi t is given. Amplitude of SHM they are asking. Here the question says here y equals to, this is 2 plus 10 sin 5 pi t is given, and here this one you can write it as y minus 2, which will be equal to, this is 10 sin 5 pi t you can write. That doesn't mean here initially the particle will be not at the mean position. This is the mean position you are taking. Particle, it is getting displaced somewhere at 2 meter distance. It is going to be displaced already. So here it's in the form of, let us take this equation, even we can write it as y dash, which will be equal to 10 sin 5 pi t you can write. So the basic equation of simple harmonic equation you are writing as like y equal to, here you are taking as a sin omega t you are taking. When you are comparing these two equations, instead of a you will be writing as here 10 units you are getting. Therefore amplitude of SHM here will be getting as 10 units you are getting. Now let us see the next question. So the displacement of the particle executing SHM is given by x equal to 0.01 sin 100 pi into t plus, here it is given as 0.05 it is given. Now the time period they are asking. You just compare with the general equation here, 100 pi if you are taking inside, then it becomes 0.01 into sine. So here it is nothing but 100 pi t plus 100 into 0.05 you will be writing as 5 pi you will be getting. So this one into this one, here you will be getting as 5 pi you are writing. So the basic equation, basic simple harmonic equation is here x equal to, here you can write it as a sin omega t plus pi you have to take. When you are comparing these two equations, instead of omega you will be having 100 pi you will be having. So omega equal to 100 pi you can take. Omega is nothing but, here will be taken as 2 pi by t, which will be equal to 100 pi you are taking. This pi gets cancelled, then 250 times it is going. This is 50 times. Now here time period value will be getting as, here it is 1 by 50 you are getting. 1 by 50 is nothing but, here you can write it as t value you can take as 0.02 seconds. So t equal to 0.02 seconds is the correct answer. Let us see the next question. The next question says here the simple harmonic wave is represented by y equal to a sin phi t plus 4 meter. Then the value of amplitude they are asking in meters, time period they are asking, amplitude they are asking, and as well as frequency they are asking. So here you just write the equation, y equal to phi sin pi you have to take inside, so then it becomes pi into t plus, here you can write it as 4 pi you can write. That's nothing but, here you will be getting as, it's in the form of y equal to a sin omega t plus pi you can write. This is the basic equation of general equation of SHM you can write. Instead of omega, here will be having pi. So omega, which you can take as pi you can take. Omega is nothing but, you can take as 2 pi by t, which is nothing but pi it is given. Here pi gets cancelled, then t equals to, here will be getting as 2 seconds will be getting. So the time period value we calculated as 2 seconds. Amplitude already it's given as, here amplitude will be getting as, this is 5 units will be getting, 5 meters will be getting amplitude. Now with this we can calculate the frequency value. One more question they are asking as frequency. Frequency is nothing but reciprocal of the time period. So 1 by 2 you can take, it's nothing but 0.5 Hz you are getting. This is the frequency value. Now let us see the next question. The next question says a particle starts from the point x equal to minus root 3a by 2. Starts, if it is given in any question, here you can put the value at time t equal to 0 you have to take. So x equal to here minus root 3a by 2 and moves towards the negative extreme as shown. Find the equation of the SHM they are asking. So basic equation here in terms of the displacement of the particle will be taken as x equal to, here you can write it as a sin omega t plus pi you can take. So x value is given as, here it is minus root 3 by 2, a it's given, which is equal to a sin, this is at time t equal to 0, in the sense here when you are putting t value will be 0, then this value will be getting a sin pi you are getting. A gets cancelled, then here sin pi value will be getting as minus root 3 by 2 will be getting. So minus root 3 by 2 value we need to verify where you are getting in terms of the radians you have to take. So here you will be getting as this minus root 3 by 2 is nothing but, here you will be this one you can write it as sin 180 plus here you can write it as sin 60 you can take. So sin 180 plus 60, it's represent 180 plus theta. It is in third quadrant. In third quadrant here sin of 180 plus theta will be writing as minus sin theta. That's nothing but minus sin 60 will be getting. Minus 60 it's nothing but minus sin 60 is nothing but minus root 3 by 2 you are getting. So this is an equation you are getting. Here on both sides you have to cancel. Then here sin value, when you are cancelling here the initial phase value will be getting as this is pi plus, here will be writing as pi by 3, which is nothing but here will be getting as 4 pi by 3 are getting. This is the initial phase of the particle when particle is at a distance of x equal to minus root 3a by 2 distance. Then you have to put this value in the basic equation. X equal to, you can write it as a sin, it's a omega t plus, instead of pi you can write it as 4 pi by 3 you can write. This is an answer. Let us see the next question. The next question says here, the amplitude and time period in a SHM is 0.5 centimeter and 0.4 second it's given. Amplitude is given as 0.5 centimeter and here a time period is given as 0.4 second it's given, and if the initial phase is given as pi by 2 radian, then equation of SHM will be. So general equation you can write here in terms of the y I am going to be writing. Y equals to, here you can write it as here a sin omega t plus pi you can write. Now here y equal to initial amplitude is given as 0.5 into sin omega is nothing but, here you can write it as 2 pi by t into t you can take, plus this is nothing but initial phase already it's given as pi by 2 is given. Then sin 90 plus theta, or else here you can take as 0.5 into sin, this is nothing but, here we will be getting as t value it's given as, time period value it's given as 0.4 second it's given. Then if you are substituting this value 2 pi by 0.4 into t plus pi by 2, then this is 0.2 times, this is nothing but 1 by 5, 5 you can take into the numerator, this one you can write as 0.5 into sin into, here you can write it as 5 pi t plus pi by 2 you can do. Sin 90 plus theta will be getting as cos theta, therefore here y equals to, you can write it as 0.5 cos 5 pi t you can write. .5 cos 5 pi t is the correct answer. Now the next question says, two particles are executing SHM. The equation of their motions are is given as y1 and y2 is given. What is the ratio of their amplitudes they are asking. Here y1 you are taking as, this is 10 sin omega t plus pi by 4, and the second equation it is telling us 25 sin omega t plus root 3 pi by 4 it's given. So here with this equation, here you can write it as amplitude of the first one you will be writing as, so this an amplitude will be getting as 10 you are getting, and here the second equation you are getting as amplitude value will be 25 you are getting. Now here you just take the ratios of their amplitude, therefore A1 by A2 you can write it as 10 by 25 you can take 5 2s are 5 5s are, so you will be writing as 2 by 5 you are getting. So 2:5 is the correct answer. The next question says here, a particle is moving along the y-axis according to the equation is given as y equal to a sin 3 omega t. The motion is simple harmonic, means what is the time period they are asking. Now here y equals to, here we will be getting as a sin, this is 3 omega t you are getting. So here you will be getting as, instead of omega you will be getting as 3 omega you will be getting. So here you can write as t equals to time period, the formula will be 2 pi by omega. So here instead of omega here it will be there, this is 2 pi by, here we will be getting as 3 omega you will be getting. So with the time period of t equals, you will be getting as 2 pi by 3 omega you will be getting. So here with the time period of 2 pi by 3 omega, this is the correct answer. Now look at the next question. The next question says here, a particle oscillating according to the equation x equal to 7 cos 0.5 t or 5 pi t, where t is in seconds. The point moves from the position of equilibrium to the maximum displacement in time. So equation is given as x equal to 7 cos 0.5 pi t is given. Now particle point moves from the position of equilibrium to the maximum displacement. Maximum displacement is nothing but amplitude will be calling. Equilibrium position is nothing but, here you can write it as mean position. So maximum displacement is nothing but extreme position you will be calling. This is an extreme position, the particle is moving like this. Now here you can calculate where t is in second, the point moves from the equilibrium position. Time period they are asking, right? Here time period is, what is the t in seconds they are asking. Now here you can calculate here from mean position to the extreme position, what is the time it is going to be taken, in the sense t by 4 seconds it will take. So time is nothing but, here you can take as t by 4, that we need to calculate. Here you just represent the general equation y equal x equal to a cos omega t can take. So instead of omega here we will be having 0.5 pi. So you just substitute here omega equal to, you can write as 0.5 pi. Omega is nothing but, here you can take as 2 pi by t, which will be equal to 0.5 pi you can take. Pi gets cancelled. Then t value will be rating as 2 by 0.5. 2 by 0.5, it's nothing but, here we will be getting as 4 you will be getting. Now here time value, here from mean position to the extreme position they are asking, you just put this value here in the equation. T equals to t by 4, in the sense here t value we calculate as 4 by 4. So the time value will be getting as 1 second you are getting. So 1 second is the correct answer. Let us see the next question. The next question says here, a particle p is moving on a circular path of radius r as shown in figure. If time period is given as 2 minutes is given, the equation of projection on y-axis for particle p is, where t is in seconds they are asking. So just look at this question here. Initially the particle at time t equal to 0 seconds, already it will be having certain initial phase. That initial phase, pi is the initial phase or epo you will be calling. Initial phase or epo will be calling, that value will be given as 45 degrees. You just convert into the radians, which is nothing but pi by 4. Now here generally the formula will be getting as y equal to a sin omega t plus pi. It is started at the right extreme position. So here you can write as omega t plus pi you can write. Instead of here amplitude is nothing but radius is given in the uniform circular motion. So here r into here sin omega, in the sense here you can write as 2 pi by, time period is given as, here time value is given as 2 minutes is given. So you have to convert, total time will be 120 seconds you are getting, plus 2 pi by t into here you will be getting as this is t you can take plus this pi value we calculated as pi by 4. So this is 60 times it is going here. You can substitute this value y equal to r sine this pi. If I am taking outside here, what will be left over? This is here you can write it as t by 60 plus here you can write it as pi by here it is 1 by 4 you are getting. So y equal to r sine pi into here t by 60 r sine t by 60 plus 1 by 4 you are getting. So fourth one is the correct answer. Now let us see the next question. The next question says here a particle executes simple harmonic motion of time period is given as right t is given, and find the time taken by the particle to go directly from mean position to the half of the amplitude. So mean position to the half of the amplitude if the particle is moving means here we need to calculate the time value. So here this is the mean position you can take, and here this is an extreme position, and mean to extreme position this amplitude will be a will be getting at the point E. Here will be having amplitude will be a, and here half of the amplitude they are asking. Time taken to move from half of the amplitude. Basic formula here when it is starting at the mean position and here it's moving towards the right extreme position, you can write it as y equal to a sin omega t you can take. So here it is a by 2 which is equivalent to a into here you can write as sine. This is 2 pi by t into you can take as t you can take. Here a you have to cancel, here left side you are getting as 1 by 2. 1 by 2 in terms of sine function when you are writing in terms of the radians. Sine 30 is nothing but pi by 6 will be writing. Sine pi by 6 is nothing but 30 degrees, which will be equal to you can write as sine 2 pi by t into you can write as t you can take. Sine you have to cancel. This is pi by 6 which will be equal to 2 pi by t into t you will be getting. So this pi gets cancelled. Here t value will be writing as t by 12 will be getting. So to move and to cover the half of the amplitude it will take time t by 12 seconds it is going to be taking the time. Let us see the next question. The next question says a particle executing simple harmonic motion with a period of t seconds. So here time period itself is given as t seconds and amplitude is given as here a is given. The shortest time it takes to reach the point a by root 2 from its mean position in seconds they are asking. So here it is a particle executing SHM and the period time period is given as t and its amplitude is given as a. The basic formula, basic equation of SHM you can write y equal to a sin omega t can take. Here y displacement at a given distance, here displacement at a by root 2 which will be equal to a into you can write it as sine. This is nothing but 2 pi by t into you can write it as t you can take. So this a gets cancelled, 1 by root 2 will be getting 1 by root 2 is nothing but here in terms of sine function sine pi by 4 you can take which will be equivalent to sine. Here you will be getting as 2 pi by t into you will be getting as t you will be getting. So sine you have to cancel. This is nothing but pi by 4 which will be equal to 2 pi by t into t you can take. This pi gets cancelled. Then t equals to here will be getting as this is 2 4s are 8 will be getting t by 8 will be getting. This t equal to t by 8 you are getting. Now the next question says a particle executing SHM of amplitude 4 cm and the time is given as 4 seconds. Amplitude of the particle is given 4 cm and the time period is given as 4 seconds. The time taken by it to move from positive extreme position to half of the amplitude they are asking. So here the particle is executing SHM. This is the mean position you can take and this is an extreme position. Its amplitude is given. Amplitude is nothing but maximum displacement, and its time period is given as 4 seconds. The time taken by it to move from positive extreme position to half of the amplitude. Positive extreme position to half of the amplitude they are asking. Positive extreme position to half of the amplitude, in the sense here we can write y equals to, already the particle will be having certain initial phase, y equal to, you can write as a sine, this is omega t plus initial phase value will be getting as pi by 2. If the particle is started at the right extreme position, here I will be getting as the phase value, initial phase value will be pi by 2. Now here sin 90 plus theta will be getting as cos theta, y equal to, you can write as a cos omega t, you can write. Now here to complete half of the amplitude means here y equal to a by 2, a cos, here you can write as 2 pi by t into t, you can write. A gets cancelled. In terms of the cos function, 1 by 2 you can write it as cos pi by 3, you can take. Cos pi by 3 is nothing but cos 60. Cos 60 is nothing but 1 by 2. So here you can write as cos 2 pi by t into, you will be getting as t, you will be getting. Cos gets cancelled. Here you can write it as, this is pi by 3, which will be equal to 2 pi by t into t will be writing. So pi gets cancelled. Then t equal to, here you can get it as t by 6. T equal to, here you can write as t by 6, you can write. When t equal to t by 6, in the sense t value already it's given as 4 seconds by 6. 2 2s are 2 3s are, you can take. So time value will be getting as 2 by 3 seconds we are getting. This is the correct answer. Now let us see the next question. The next question says here, the differential equation representing SHM of the particle is given as 16 d square y by dt square plus 9y, which will be equal to 0, it's given. Now if the particle is at the mean position initially, then the time taken by the particle to reach half of its amplitude first time will be, to reach half of the amplitude, here you can take particle initial at the mean position, right? Here you can say particle initial at the mean position to reach half of the amplitude, this is an extreme position and this will be the amplitude A, and here to reach the half of the amplitude a by 2, here that time value will be getting as t by 12 seconds we will be getting, and to reach from half of the amplitude to the extreme position we will be getting as t by 6 you are getting. Now here you just simplify this one, d square y by dt square plus here you will be getting as 9 by 16 into y, which will be equal to 0 you are getting. So differential form of the simple harmonic motion is d square y by dt square plus omega square y, which will be equal to 0. So here with this, here you just compare these two equations. Instead of omega square, here we will be having 9 by 16, then omega equal to, here we will be writing as, this is 3 by 4 you are getting. Now omega is nothing but, here you can write as 2 pi by t, which will be equivalent to 3 by 4 you are getting. Then here you can take 2 4s are 8, 8 by 3 pi you will be getting. So here you can write as time value will be getting as, this is 8 pi by 3 or this is the time period value. Now here so to move from mean to the mean position to the half of the amplitude, the actual time value will be getting as t equal to t by 12 seconds, which is nothing but, instead of t you have to put this value 8 pi by 3, this 12 it will come to the denominator. Here you have to simplify this one, 4 2s are 4 3s are will be getting, this is nothing but 2 pi by 9 seconds will be getting. So here in this time interval, the particle is going to be moving from mean to the midpoint of mean and extreme position, 2 pi by 9. Let us see the next question. The next question says here, A particle executes simple harmonic motion with an amplitude is given as x equal to minus a2 and x equal to plus a. The time taken it go to the 0 to a by 2 is t1. Here be remember student, this is the mean position you are taking, and the time taken by the particle to move from here mean to the midpoint of mean means mean to the midpoint of mean and extreme 2. Here this is t by 12. Midpoint of mean to the extreme position will be getting as t by 6, and again here a mean extreme position to the this one will be getting as t by 6, and again here this side will be getting as t by 12. Like here for this half of the amplitude you will be getting as t by 12 you are getting, and again here you will be getting as this is t by 6 you are getting to move from, and here to here you can take as t by 6, and here to here you can take as t by 6. This is a fundamental chart to be remember students. Now here time taken to move from 0 to a by 2 distance, here it's nothing but this is a by 2 distance, and that time interval t1 which will be equal to t by 12 you are getting, and the next to go from a by 2 to a by 2 to a in the sense here you will be reaching from here to here. This t2 value here it's nothing but you will be getting as t by 6 you are getting. This time is given as t2 is given, then here which one is the higher value, like that you are asking. This is almost will be getting as t by 12 in the sense 0.08 will be getting. This is t, and here this value will be getting as t2 value will be getting as 1 by 6 means here nearly 0.16 t are getting. So which value will be the higher value they are asking. Therefore here what will be getting, t1 is less than you will be getting as t2 will be getting. t1 is less than t2. Let us see the next question. The next question says the time period of the particle executing SHM is 8 seconds at time t equal to 0. It is at the mean position. The ratio of distance covered by the particle in 1 second to the second they are asking. Particle initially starts at the mean position they are asking. So general formula will be getting as at the mean position in the sense here we can write as y equal to, here we can write it as a sin omega t you can write. So initial phase value at time t equal to 0 will be getting as 0 will be getting. Now in 1 second here what the distance covered in the sense y1 equal to you can write as a sin here omega in the sense here you can write as 2 pi by time value is given as 8 seconds time period into 1 second you can take 4 times sine 45 degrees. Here you will be getting as 1 by root 2, so that here will be getting as a by root 2 you are getting. Then in 2 seconds here what the displacement covered by the particle a into here in 2, this is in 1 second and this is in 2 seconds you can take. A sin here will be getting as 2 pi by 8 into you will be getting as 2 will be getting. Then 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are will be 8 you will be getting, and this is nothing but a will be getting. But they are asking in the second they are asking. In second in the sense, in second means here you can write as this is y is nothing but here you can write as this is y2 you can write. It's nothing but here you can get it as a minus a by root 2 will be getting. A minus a by root 2. It's nothing but here a if you are taking common here will be getting as root 2 minus 1 by root 2 you are getting. This is the second you will be getting. Now let us take the ratios. Let us take this is here some y3 you can take. Now here the ratios of the first second to the second they are asking. First second means here you can take as y1, and second here we calculated as, that is y3 I have taken assumption. It's nothing but y1 is nothing but a by root 2 and y3 is nothing but here will be getting as root 2 by here a into here root 2 minus 1 you are getting. A gets cancelled, here root 2 gets cancelled, here will be getting as 1 by root 2 minus 1 will be getting. Then here you can take this is 1 by root 2 minus 1 into, just multiply and divide the 1 by root 2 plus 1 value. Therefore y1 by y3 which will be equal to, this is root 2 plus 1 by here a minus b into a plus b, square root of a square minus b square. So 2 minus 1 will be getting as 1 will be getting. So this is the ratio. So root 2 plus 1 will be getting. Now let us see the next question. The next question says, figure shows the position time graph of an object in SHM. The correct equation represents they're asking. Now here already the particle will be having initial displacement is given as 2 is given, and here its maximum amplitude, maximum displacement will be calling as amplitude. Now here when the particle already it will be having certain initial phase, in this sense here we can write it as the equation of SHM, you can write it as y equal to a sin omega t plus pi, you can write. So here y initially it's given as 2 is given, 2 which will be equal to, instead of a you can take as 4, you can take sine omega initially, in the sense here you can take as 0 plus pi, you can take. Let us calculate the initial phase value. 2 1 times, 2 2 times, 1 by 2 which will be equal to, you will be writing as sine pi, you will be getting. It's nothing but pi value you will be getting as it's a sine 30. In terms of the radians means here you can take as 30 degrees as pi by 6, you can take. So initial phase we calculated as pi by 6. Now see the question here in the curve here, this is the half of the time period it's given. Half of the time period it's given. Half of the time period value will be getting as 11 minus 5, you can take. Then t equals to t by 2 which will be equal to 11 minus 5 will be 6. Then we can calculate the time period value as 12 seconds. So this is the time period value we have calculated. Now just the correct equation we need to write. Then here y equal to amplitude it's given as 4 into sine. Here omega t, omega is nothing but here you'll be getting as 2 pi by t. T is given as 12 seconds time period value into t plus initial phase already we calculated as pi by 6. So here you can write the equation like this, 2 6 times. So here for y equals to, you can get it as 4 sine, this is pi by 60 plus here you'll be getting as pi by 6, you are getting pi by 60 plus pi by 6. So fourth one is the correct answer. Let us see the next question. The next question says, a particle is executing SHM with a period of t is given, starting from the mean position. Time taken to complete 5 by 8 of the oscillation is. Now here you can consider, this is here this is the mean position, and here this is an extreme position. If you divide the total motion into 8 equal parts, so here this is here you can take as, so this is an amplitude you'll be getting as a will be getting. Then here to here it will take t by 12 seconds to move from mean to the midpoint of mean and extreme, and here midpoint of mean and extreme to here extreme position will be t by 6 it will take, and again from extreme to here it will take t by 6, and here from here to here it will take t by 12, and here to here we will be getting as t by 12 we will be getting. So this is 5 by 8 of the oscillation they are asking. Here this is nothing but 1 by 8 of the oscillation, 2 by 8 of the oscillation, 3 by 8 of the oscillation, 4 by 8, and here we will be getting as 5 by 8 of the oscillation we will be getting. We just sum up all the values. Here we will be getting as t by 12 plus t by 6 plus t by 6 plus t by 12 plus t by 12 you can take. Here t by 12 3 times will be there. Here you can take as 3t by 12 you can take, and it's nothing but 2t by 6. 3 4s and here 2 3s will be getting. Then when you are going to be simplifying this equation, here we will be getting as nearly 7t by 12 you are getting. So this is the time value to travel 5 by 8 of the oscillation, 7t by 12.